I live? Looks like it. YouTube's got a new UI for streaming, so I'm like half confused. Let's jam. Got a new stream UI. Oh, would you look at that? How beautiful. Incredible. I am such a good streamer. Mic seems to be working. Let me do this. And then... Okay, I think we're good. Oh, jeez. Nope, we're fine. All right. The new YouTube live UI is not good for the setup I'm having when I multi-stream, but it is what it is. Hope I haven't missed anything. Seem to be fine. Do I sound weird when I, like, turn my head? I think I do. Or I know I do, because I've seen my VODs a bit. Okay. Never mind. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, I think we're good. Got myself a little bit of coffee. As you do, I'm not addicted though. Kappa. Alright, let's start by taking down these shulkers. Not breaking the fourth wall here, if you know, you know. Alright. Let's see. Okay, this is a mess. I got stone in this one. Do I have anything else? Got some prismarine blocks. Oh yeah, and I got a couple of shulker boxes of tough. Oh yeah, right. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Okay. Dude, I'm just so paranoid when it comes to stream VOD that something is gonna be scuffed and I just don't realize it in time and then the whole live stream is cooked. But I guess I'm just gonna have to have faith. I feel like the paranoia should decrease with time, you know, as I get more used to it. But I don't stream enough to really get into form, you know. Maybe that's the issue. Right, so the plan is simple. We are gonna gather materials for the future project that I'm gonna do, which is I'm gonna build a bunch of apartments. So we're gonna need different types of materials. I have learned the arts of what's it called? Lightmatica, right. So I got a material list here. So we need 101 stacks of stone. Which is what, like 4 shulker boxes of stone? 37, 54 times 2, 108? Yeah, quick math. So basically 4 shulkers of stone. Let's start by checking so I don't have any stone. Wait, I do. I think I do actually. I think I got a bunch of stone. Okay, that wasn't that much. Here we got a little bit more. That's not stone. Okay, almost 3 shulkers. 2 I have. Any more? Barely. Dream together with Holy... What? Okay, Twitch distracted me with something. My bad. Okay, I'm back. Back in the game. No stone there. Oh wait, I know where I have stone. Oh yeah. That one's full, that one's full. Then these 2. There we are. Okay, so I got these 4 in my inventory now. So if I check materials, does it say... Oh, perfect. Okay. Available. So I should have enough now. That's what this means, right? Yeah. I can do math. I can read. 101 stacks of 51. It's 27, 54. 108. Trust. Okay, maybe when I fill the chulkers with the things I need, maybe I'll put them over here. Maybe that's a smart way to go about things. Alright. See, that should be the middle. Hey, what's up, man? Back to back. You got back to back streams. Alright, so what is next? I'm getting myself one of these Lightmatica things, so I got a material list for the upcoming build I'm doing. Cut sandstone, basically 18.5 stacks. This Lightmatica thing is so practical, it's insane. 18.5 stacks, so what's that? This is... Oh wait, this is 2 rows and 18, basically 19. There we go. Do you have does Lightmatica exist in Bedrock or not? Yeah, it's so helpful. So practical, especially if you're like making videos and stuff. It's really effective to use. Okay, so I have that shulker in my inventory. Should it say that I have enough? It does. Alright. Then I need 9 stacks of mud bricks. Alright. We're gonna need one more shulker. How do you make mud bricks again? Isn't it like hay and stuff? Do I have 9 stacks of hay? Okay, this is really easy to get because I live close to one of those mangrove biomes. However, the hay... I mean, I do have a lot of Halloween decorations that I gotta take down. So maybe we're fine, because I got a lot of hay bales that I can convert back. I mean, I do have some hay here, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough. But I'm thinking we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We'll start by just stripping this whole biome of its mod resources. Yeah, mangrove wood is the absolute worst. It is by far the worst wood to get. Maybe like even block to get. Is there any block that's worse to get your hands on than mangrove wood? I don't think it is, because I mean there are a lot of like items that are kind of tough to get or kind of rare or whatever, but like you can make farms. Say like, I don't know, wither skulls are pretty time consuming to get, but like if you make a wither farm, I mean it's a bit of a time investment to make the farm, but when you get the farm you can get wither skulls like incredibly easy. So yeah, I don't know, are vines, can you make vine farms? Yeah, mangrove wood might actually be the most annoying. Yeah, obsidian is kind of rough. But they're not the end of the world. I mean, you can dig down you can mine the obsidian towers in the end, which is like fairly effective if you have an efficiency 5 netherite pickaxe and a haste 2 beacon. Honestly, the haste 2 beacon doesn't make that much, but like if you're mining down all the towers, maybe that makes a tiny difference. Can you make an obsidian farm? I guess bordering farms, kind of. Yeah, exactly. But I guess it depends on how much obsidian you want, because I don't think you can get that much if you need like a bunch, like multiple shulkers of obsidian. I don't know, maybe I should test. I do have a piglin farm connected to a gold farm, so I can just AFK. I feel like piglin farms might actually be one of the most underrated farms, because you get so many like different weird items from it. You get obsidian, you can get gravel, like fire resistance potions, which is really nice. Just throw them into a brewing station, and then you have like infinite fire resistance if you wanna like mine netherite or whatever. Honestly, I got like all those farms. However, I don't. I have no idea how they work. I just look up a tutorial. Or I kind of get the theory, like how they spawn and stuff, but not enough to make my own design. Guardian farms are pretty cool farms. Like, you see like these guys who train them to like get max efficiency, but you don't even need to do that as long as you don't want like a super effective farm. I can show you mine actually. It's really close from here. Here we have it. So I use like maybe a fifth of the whole farm. I've done 0 draining. Basically, okay, wait, let me do it like this. Let me cheese it. I got like I covered, it's not even a fifth, it's like 1/10 of the area. So they go up with the soul sand, go at the scaffolding here, and then just teleport into the nether. So like the mob cap or whatever gets reset, so new guys can spawn. It's not the most effective of all time, but it's definitely enough for me. If you want to make a guardian farm, you can definitely make one of these, assuming they work on bedrock. I think they should. Oh, I got more than enough mud now. But I'm gonna fill up my inventory for the future. Yeah, that's in Java too. You gotta be close enough to load them. So like my guardian farm is not getting loaded right now. But it's like efficient enough, so if I need materials I can go there, maybe AFK like for an hour, then I have enough for what I'm making. You can make chunk loaders though, if you wanna load them when you're not there. You can do something with like mine cards that go through nether portals or something. But I guess one of the ways that I've like figure out the solution to like load farms is like I'm making this like modern city, and there are a lot of buildings with a lot of space, so like my plan is to just make a lot of farms inside these buildings. Since I'm like always in the city, the farms will always be loaded. However, that might make the farm or the city a little bit laggy, but I got a pretty decent PC, so I think I'm gonna be fine. Yeah, I can immediately feel that my frames drop by like 10 FPS. Honestly, I think that's because of the creeper farm here. The rocket farm, rather. And I think it's because I got all of these, like... these observers that, like, always tick. I think they might be messing with my frames a little bit. I think a solution to that is to make like proper redstone contraptions that like only sends items or like only ticks when there's an item in the dropper. What I've done with the observers is like a poor man's solution. How much more did I need? 9 stacks and 61, so basically 10 stacks. What is that? 8, 10. Then we can put these away. Oh yeah, I got an autocrafter, or I got one, technically 2. They are like actually maybe one of the better things Mojang has released in the lately. I got that for my rockets and for paper technically. So I got one crafter here that auto crafts paper for the fireworks, and then I got another auto crafter here for the rockets. This farm has been working quite well. I recently emptied it a bit because it was overflowing. I got more rockets than I'm ever gonna need. And the auto crafter has been so nice for me. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty easy to understand if you like. I think if you give it like a little bit of time or like to understand how they work, I think it's like quite easy. I don't fully understand them. Once again, I just found a tutorial. But essentially how they work, I think, take this with a grain of salt. So like hoppers come here and they put the item into the thing. These have like, I've blocked out these, so items can only come in these 3 rows in the middle, so it only can craft paper, you know. So basically you get 3 items here, and then you send a tick into it, and then it will spit out paper into that hopper. That's like basically how it works. But then to like make it work effectively, you have like whatever this thing is called. So like it recognizes when like there is enough items in here, so like it spits out. It's better honestly to just look up a tutorial, I think. And don't take it from me, that's like kind of a 101, but if you actually want to learn, you should probably look up some YouTube video where they explain some tutorial. Right. I need wheat. Do I have? I got some wheat. How much is this? A fair bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna need like another 4.5. Oops. There we go. All right. Let's do like that, and let's put some seeds in my O-found. Oh, we got finals next week. Good luck, man. Wait, so how does finals work in the US? Is it like, do you get your final grade next week then, or when they've like looked at your answers and all that during the tests, or? Because in Sweden I mean, you do some tests before like Christmas break, but the final like tests are before summer. One in winter and one in summer. Oh, okay, I see. I think that's kind of how we do it in Sweden. Right, or it depends on the subject. Is this like one for winter, one for summer? Is that like for every subject, or does it vary between subjects? Because I know for like subjects like math, we always had like a halfway kind of test. So like you read a course for like during the autumn and then during the spring, and then like so like during the winter you do a test to see like how well you understand like the first half of the course, and then in the summer, before the summer, you do like a test for the whole course. But then again, like that halfway course, at least in Sweden, like it doesn't really matter, or it can matter, but like you can get like an F during like the halfway test, and then like at the final test before summer, if you get like an A there, your F won't matter. Everything you've learned those 2 time periods means you take a test for each subject throughout a week. You mind? Wait, so all subjects that particular week, yeah? Jesus. That sounds... I mean, not to sound... not to sound like discouraging, but that sounds kind of rough, eh? But you probably already know that, eh? I mean, like... in Sweden, they can like spread it out, you know, during like maybe December. So like maybe you have like um, how many weeks do you go in December? Like 3 weeks. So like maybe the first week you have a couple of tests, the second week you have a couple of tests, and then the third week you have a couple of tests. But every single subject. Every single subject during the span of a week, yeah. Just straight test for a whole week, yeah. Yeah, man, I'm wishing you a lot of luck for that. Honestly, I mean, that sounds pretty exhausting. But can you like bring stuff to like to the test? Like, I don't know, like in Sweden we have like you can bring like soda, I think, you know, so you get some extra like carbs during the test and stuff. I think you can like bring sweets as well. But that sounds draining, man. You have a weight training class? That's pretty cool. We do not have that in Sweden. We just have like regular what do you call it in English? PE, physical exercise. But you have classes that where you specifically do weight training. I would have loved that, honestly. Oh yeah, bring notes. That's pretty rare in Sweden as well, to be honest. I think... when have we ever... I think we have done that for like maybe one test, and I don't even remember what subject. Probably... I think it was Swedish, so like your native language subjects. And you you were allowed to have like one post-it card. I think they're called post-it card in English as well. So like you had one post-it card and you could like try to fit as much information onto that as you could. I think we did that for one test, so that's like the only time I ever experienced that. So that's pretty rare here as well. See, this should be enough. Yeah. I mean, like, if you're allowed, like, a little card and they're like, okay, you get this card, and you're allowed to have as many notes on it as you can, but only this card, so, like, you gotta be really efficient with, like, how you use your notes, and that's kind of interesting. It almost becomes, like, sport, you know? Like, I guess there are different ways to remember stuff. I mean, I guess you can, like, only write down words. That probably works, but it's like, can you take it even further? Like, maybe do abbreviations to, like, be able to fit in even more stuff. Maybe cut out, like, unnecessary words, like, and, if, of, like, I mean, I don't know if, like, tests are for everybody, because, I mean, yeah, there are some that, like, don't study much and are either, like, really talented or just somehow, like, lock in, like, incredibly and then just pop off, you know, and then there are some that, like, study a bunch and then, like, I don't know, like, choke or it doesn't really click, yeah. Honestly, I think I'm more of, like, in the category that honestly, I did study quite a bit in, like, the Swedish version of high school, but not, like, a bunch. I mean, we were such min-maxers, me and my buddies. Like, we actually, like, just did a bare minimum during the classes, and then, like, the last weekend before, like, the tests, then we, like, locked in and then, like, studied for hours and hours, like, during the Saturday and, like, the Sunday, maybe even on the Sunday sometimes. And I basically always managed to get, like, at least a C. So I guess I'm kind of those people that, like, just can be kind of lazy with it, and, like, on the day when there are tests, I just lock in. Yeah, I think I know a couple of people that are like that. I do wonder what it depends on. Is it just like, I mean, are you just like smart and like the subject just clicks for you, you know? Or I don't know. I guess it depends on the subject. I feel like it's easier to be lazy with logical subjects, you know, like math and physics and whatever, because like especially yeah, math and physics, because those are like logical subjects. So if it just makes sense, I mean, it's logic, so it does make sense. So like if you just understand the concept and like you can get away with quite a lot, but like if you're studying like what's it called, linguistics and like languages, I mean there's so much like just general knowledge that you gotta study. Honestly, I think naturally I probably am more talented for languages, but I think I still prefer like a math and like logic subjects because you could be because you could be lazier with them. I was honestly like a fairly lazy student, especially like especially the last year. But I think most people were like not only like lazy but like kind of tired of school, you know. So I guess I could say I'm an English person and like naturally, but I probably prefer, yeah, I do prefer like language. No, wait. I prefer like logical math subjects. There we go. We can put this one back or put that one out there. You prefer English? Yeah, I get that, honestly. I would say that I kind of had it pretty easy to understand math and such. I don't know. I always kind of had like the ability to like just improvise. Like first, like you look at it, you like read like the problem, and then you read what the problem is, um, and look like at what you've been given in terms of information, and then like figure out what they want from you, like what do they want to solve, what information do you have, and how do you use your information to get to the information that they want? I don't know, like. So on test, I always like manage to like improvise math problems to like at least get a C. Physics though, that's a different type of ball game, way worse. Physics is just math with a bunch of extra annoying steps. None of my homies like physics. Honestly, equations were like always the thing that made more sense to me, or I don't know how like you do it in the US, but in Sweden we get like a list, or it's like a teeny tiny like paper almost book with like every type of formula that we have and that you might need. So like you look at the problem, you see like what values they give you, and then you like just scroll through the formulas and like, oh, look at this formula. This formula seems to have the values that this formula uses match with like the formulas that I have, and then like maybe there's one factor that you might be missing, and then you like try to figure out how to get that one. I don't know if that made any sense. That's how I like improvised my way through it. Basically, okay, I need 9 stacks of insights. Try almost got 2/3. Oh yeah, poetry is actually really nice. I do not write that much myself. However, my favorite movie is about kind of about poetry. It's called Dead Poet Society. If you haven't seen that one and you like poetry, you're gonna love that film. Probably the best movie of all time, in my humble opinion. Where do I... Oh yeah, let's go under the city. So if you haven't seen Dead Poets Society, and you like poetry, or even if you don't like poetry, watch Dead Poet Society. It's absolute cinema. It's a little older. It's from 1989, but you won't be able to like tell that movie has aged like absolutely like perfect French wine, you know. Yeah, interpretation of emotions. I get that. Personally, for me, I probably get that more through music. Maybe music more than poetry, but also paintings and movies. Honestly, like most types of art, probably have music a bit more than the rest, but I don't know. I've been really just started to appreciate art a lot more lately. Which is why I'm like a little bit like, maybe if I go to university, maybe like consider reading, like studying something that has with art to do, maybe. However, I do guess, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how like far you get with like an art degree though these days. But then it's like, is it worth to go to art school because of the degree? I don't know if that's the case either way actually, now when I think about it. Honestly, in my honest, definitely not biased opinion, Dead Poet Society should be at the top of the list, man. It's probably the greatest movie of all time. Robin Williams, among some other actors, is absolutely incredible in that movie. Ethan Hawke too, and another guy that I can't remember the name of. But yeah, it's an incredible movie. I don't want to spoil anything, but like the main plot of the film essentially is, it's set in the late 50s at like a old established private school for young boys. So it's like a it's a pretty like conservative school. Like it's a lot of tradition, like a lot of honor. You know, definitely don't break any rules. And then just like this class of a bunch of young boys, and then they get like a new teacher in English, who is this poetry guy, and that teacher is played by Robin Williams then, and like he teaches them how to like think outside the box and stuff. Yeah, I completely lost my thought on that now. Basically, be like more, just be like kind of free thinkers, and not like only be like don't only listen to what your teachers say, whatever. I'm not gonna ramble on that. You should just watch the movie yourself, honestly. Okay, what's next? Bricks. Basically 7.5 stacks of bricks. Do I have that? I am not sure. Maybe we gotta go and get some. Where could I possibly have bricks? Here? Definitely not. Here? Nope. Do I seriously not have any bricks? One brick, yeah. Thank you, Mojang. I should really sleep. This is messing with my bitrate, man. Gotta make the stream bot look good. Yeah, how much is this? 60? That's not too shabby. Do I have any more? I do. Okay, what's this? 3 stacks and 48. How much did I need? 7 stacks and 21. Alright. I guess we'll do some digging. into poetry, are you like into like really reading into like lyrics and stuff of songs? Because that is something that I like to read quite a lot, or like really listen to what people say. That is also one of the big reasons why I'm like a fan of bands like Pink Floyd, because their lyrics are so powerful. Let me pull up a lyric, yeah. But I'm not gonna pull it up on Spotify. I'm not taking any risks. I'm not gonna cook my butt again. Let's take like Pink Floyd's Time lyrics. Oh yeah, they read my mind, or maybe they're listening into me. Okay, wait, let me pull it up. This is a song by Pink Floyd that's called Time, and basically the theme of the song is like, you know, basically like the clock is ticking, you know, in life or whatever. Kicking around a piece of ground in your home, time waiting for someone to show you the way. Turtle in the sunshine, staying out to watch the rain. You are young and life is long, and there is time to kill today. And then one day you find 10 years have got behind you. No one told you when to run, you missed the starting gun. And you're running around to catch up with the sun, but it's sinking. Racing around to come up behind you again. The sun is the same in a relative way, but you're older. Shorter of breath, but one day closer to death. Oh my days. Every year is getting shorter, never seem to find a time. Plans to either come or to not. Or half a page of scribble lines hanging around. The quiet desperation is the English way. I mean, this maybe like definitely in my not biased of course, opinion, but incredible lyric, maybe the best of all time. Okay, where was I? Clay. How much did I need again? 7.5 basically. So those were 1 stack. Okay, surely this should be enough. That's 1 stack, that's 2 stacks, that's 3 stacks, and that's half a stack. Maybe a little bit more. Let's get 4 more stacks. Your impending doom, man. Right, peace out, man. Good luck, yeah. Good luck big time, man. Wait, is this your last year, or do you have another year after that? One more after the... It's my junior year, so I have one more. So this one and one more, or is this your last one? No, I'm gonna swim. Alright, let's do some smelting. Okay, so this year, another year, okay. Okay, but peace out, man. Have a good one, as good as you can. With everything considered. Good luck with all the tests. Hey, what's up, Makumbi? Why? Oh yeah, right. Gotta send that thing away. You just found my channel. Does that mean that you're subscribed yet or not? Okay, I'm way too shameless. I'm way too shameless. But I mean, you could if you look at the top left corner here. If you do hit the subscribe button, I will be forced to do 15 minutes of fishing. So you do get a bit of a bang for your buck. Aren't you just like manually put the stuff there? It's way faster. Okay, how is it looking? Will this be enough? One coal, that is not gonna be enough. How much do we have? 3? Okay, how did that work? How did that happen? Let's feed the minecart some more, shall we? Now we play the waiting game. Alright. How are we looking? Okay, that one is emptied. How much did we need? Basically 8 stacks if you round up. Let me get some more coffee. Here we are. Did I? Wait, why do I have a block of coal in the middle of this whole thing? Okay, what is the next material I need? White stained glass. Would I have enough? Yeah, surely. Would I mess up the math? Would I? Don't think so. Oop. Oops. Will I have enough? It's slowly gonna get close. Yeah, I'll have enough. There we have it. 8 stacks. So we even got a little bit extra. Where's my shulker? Maybe I put it back in the HQ. I did. Alright. White stained glass. I do know that I have a lot of, okay, not a lot, but quite a bit of black stained glass at least, which I also needed. Yes. 6 stack and 25. 6 stacks and 25. Let's round up to 7 stacks. Basically gonna need 7 stacks of white as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're gonna do like that, and then fill the next one with the rest. Wait, I just remembered I did have some glass. The smelter. That is not a lot, but we got some. But let's take what we have. Why not? That's a bit more. Wait, should I convert this to glass paints or should I wait? I have no idea. Let's not convert it. How much? I got some bone blocks here. Surely this will be enough. Wait, I should... Should I convert? I think I should. Or, wait, no, this is less. If I convert it to glass paints, it's gonna be more. Oh yeah, okay. I definitely should not have converted. Now I got more than I need. Way more than I need. Well, guess I got a decent surplus for the future. Let's move these. Okay, go in there. White tile we put in there. I am so organized. And now I should have enough glass for Oof. Yes, I do. Incredible. Let's keep that shelter for now. Okay, what was next? Brown mushroom blocks. This feels like a rough material to get. Do I have silk touch? Okay, I do. Maybe we're fine. Okay, let's see how many we get from one mushroom. Guess we'll get the stems too. $45. And how many did we need? They're over 5 stacks. So how many, what is that, like 7 or 8 mushrooms I gotta dig? Or harvest, or whatever you call it. Okay, a stack and a half. Let's do like this, so we don't leave any behind. That should be all. Yep. Did I miss any? Doesn't look like it. Okay. That's 3.5. A little over 5 stacks. Maybe we'll get 6. Just to be sure. You can grow these types of mushrooms, right? Surely. I have like a vague memory that you can like bone meal around mushrooms, right? Surely. Okay, one more like mushroom tree. Guess we can get this one. Okay, yeah, we got more than we need. Can I make it? Oh wait. Now I can. That's enough. There we go, and these will just put somewhere. Let's put them here. Alright. Now we need polished top. I do believe I already have this. I got normal top. Here we are. Okay, how much was it? Little over 5 stacks. We round up to 6. Red terracotta. Wait, how do you even... How does one make red terracotta? Do I have to mine this or can I make it? Surely I can make it. Oh, okay. Wait, so how... Oh, wait, you mine clay, right? You mine clay and then smelt it. I think that's how you make it. Okay, how much do we need? Say 5 stacks. I assume I need 5 stacks of normal terracotta to make 5 stacks red. That makes sense in my mind. How many do we have? Okay, almost 3 stacks. Oh wait, this was normal play. Guess I can convert it. Okay, one more. There we go. Okay, surely this should be enough. Trying to think, do I have any terracotta from before? I don't think so. Okay, this should be pretty fast, I would imagine. Might need just a little. How is this possible? I got 1 there, and then I got 1, and then I got 8. Like, how does that work? And then I need a bunch of red color, which is something that I got plenty of. I'm actually happy that I need some color. Because I got an iron farm here that is overflowing in both iron, but definitely roses. Yes, I need only... Wait, maybe I need... Do I need 5 stacks or do I need... 5 stacks divided by 8? I don't know. Hope I need 5 stacks because I gotta do something with these flowers. Maybe I like empty out almost all the flowers and just put them with a composter. I gotta find a way to get rid of these flowers. Because I got too many. I'm truly suffering from success. Okay, there we go. Okay, so if I make 1 stack... That's what I feared. Alright, or, I mean... It's not necessarily bad, but... I don't know, man. Can I... Okay, we can do that. That is... Oh, did I turn this thing on now? No, I haven't used this thing. Oh, I am. Okay. Huh. How did you get down here? You should not be here. Let's throw out flowers, I guess. Just replace them with the color. Maybe I'll grab some of the flowers and just put them in the composters there. It's a temporary solution. Like, oh my... It's broken again. It's broke. It has been broken, rather. Yeah, how is... Oh my days. Like, is there a way to make like a truly impenetrable sorting system? Because this one has failed way too many times. Maybe I should grab these flowers first. Oh, whatever. Honestly, I don't even know if I wanna be bothered to repair the thing again. It's like, it's gonna break, like, probably within a couple of days. sound. It's a little loud, I gotta be honest. I gotta say, this machine is a little loud. Oh no, that's because that piston is not moving for whatever reason. Whatever. Right. Red terracotta shake. 4 stacks of sandstone stairs. I do believe I have quite a lot of... Okay, never mind. One, 2, 3, and 6. There we go. 4 stacks. Oh, it fits perfect. The perfect amounts. And this shulker is full, so we can put it there. Sorry about that. Had a phone call there. Okay, where was I? 3 stacks of on the brick walls. Okay, I think that's the last thing I have time for today. So 3 stacks of that. Oh, almost 3 stacks of weights. My mic is on, right? My mic is on. Yep. It was. There we go. Put those there. And now 3 stacks of mud bricks. Autumn decoration. Okay, not quite, but and so, okay, wait, these are quite easy. I guess we can do these before I go. 3 stacks of andesite slabs. Already have that. Yep. And 3 stacks of flagstone. Wait, do I have that? Maybe I don't. How much was it? Basically 3 stacks. Okay, can you get it from piglins? You can. How wonderful. Okay, you definitely can. Wait, let's stream for 5 more minutes so I make the 2-hour mark. Three stacks of sandstone walls. Here we go. You are so pretty with that slimy green skin and disfigured lips, eh? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You're welcome. I mean, have you seen a predator face? Don't think so. Especially with his bald head as well. I mean, truly a thing of beauty. Yeah, I mean, it's like looking at a mirror. Absolutely right. Weak wall. I don't think I have enough bricks for that currently. Nope. Well, hour 58, okay. Is there anything else? I can't be bothered to get the brick wall. More bricks, and then iron bars. I need 12. Okay. Let's get some iron bars quickly. How many did I need? 1 stack and 39. Okay, 2 stacks. Let's put those there. Okay, let's do some quick counting. So this is 3 stacks and 2 stacks, so that's 5 slots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The iron bars go there. Alright. We passed the 2-hour mark. I'm gonna head out. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. Much appreciated. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, it would mean a lot if you would. So subscribe. If you subscribe, I gotta fish for 15 minutes. As you can see in the top left corner. I do also stream on Twitch, so follow me on Twitch We are closing in on the affiliate goal of 25 followers, which means that I can make ad money and have Twitch Primes, which is incredible. And on that note, peace out.